joining us is, let me read this correctly, the Director for Property, Marketing, and Branding, Mr. Victor Cesar Galzote of Okada, Manila. Sir Victor, good afternoon. Please greet everybody.
Like this. Yeah, good afternoon everyone and welcome to Okada, Manila. I'm sure it's going to be a very exciting afternoon as well as it's going to lead to a very exciting weekend, rain or shine,
I
for
know.
our event.
And it's good to see the press here, kahit malayo, medyo malayo ng konti sa from Quezon City, the usual events place, but they're all here to full support. Tama si Michelle, full support. Let's now call in the head of Motorsport's Automobile Association of the Philippines, Ricky Diliaco. Sir Ricky. So Ricky, please bati po kayo sa ating mga kasamahan sa press na nandito ngayon.
Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for gracing the occasion. Councilor Jomari and Director Victor and Shell have worked extremely hard. I was monitoring things from behind and I'm very happy that all of you are here. We're looking forward to a very memorable event here in Parañaque through Okada.
Thank you, Sir Ricky. And sa mga kasamahan natin sa Showbiz, alam na natin na ang passion talaga niya ay itong car racing. And nakakwentuhan ko siya last week and sabi niya he's excited to be back dito sa kanyang passion na to. Please welcome City Councilor of Parañaque and a car and racing enthusiast, Mr. Jomari Yllana. Joms, magandang hapon!
Yes, good afternoon sa lahat. I see familiar faces ng iba-ibang field ng journalism. Kami dito sa lungsod ng Parañaque, we're very happy to have you guys here. Welcome po sa lungsod ng Parañaque and welcome to Okada, Manila.
Alright, okay. I'm sure our friends from the press may mga question na sila, but before we proceed with the Q&A, siguro, Jomari, Consi, ikwento mo muna sa amin what this event is all about at paano nagsimula at bakit nyo ito binuo.
It all started with a cup of coffee. Ricky and I, since Toyota Corolla Cup days.
Which was how many years ago?
Huwag na natin bagay. Huwag na yung basta panahon ng guwapings. Di ba? So, nag-abot kami ni Ricky. He was the champion then. I was in my rookie year. I remember Toyota Corolla Cup. We were like the best competitors, no? For you guys who saw the movie Rush, I compare Ricky and I kay Nickie and James Hunt. Kami ni Ricky, we became best friends. And then, nagiwa-hiwalay yung karera namin. Nagpatuloy yung career ko as a race car driver. I went into production. I was producing concerts, and then showbiz, and then politics. And then Ricky went on his own way, managing races, local and international. The biggest event I heard na ginawa niya was yung latest na Le Mans competition in 2023. A few months ago, early this year, sabi ko sa kanya, "Lika, kape naman tayo." Sabi ko, balita ko, head ka na ng motorsports ng AAP. Congratulations sa'yo. And halika, kwentuhan kami. Sabi namin, you know what? It's time to give back to the sport, that has been good to us. Ito yung sport na ang layo ng narating ng karera namin. Ricky has more trophies than me. Ako, I have a few. Pero sabi ko, it's time to give back. So what do we do? Let's wake up the sleeping giant. Higante ito na natutulog eh. Pag ginising mo to, dragon pa rin ito. What are you talking about? I'm talking about the 60s, the 70s, and the 80s, which is the golden age, golden era of motorsport na ako ang inabot ko, 90s na. So, the vision is to wake up motorsports here in the Philippines. The mission is to make it prosper. And the driving force is the passion. So, hanap tayo ng bahay. Hanap tayo ng bahay. Kailangan natin ng bahay. So, para kaming, nanonood ako ng mga latest na issues, para kaming TVJ. para kaming TVJ. Literal, naghahanap kami ng bahay. And here comes the biggest integrated resort casino in the Philippines na tinanggap kami. And we found a home in Manila. And tinanggap kami ng buo-buo. At kaya kami nandito ngayon launching the very first Motorsport Carnivale presented by Okada Manila. So kami po ay masayang-masaya at kami po ay tinanggap nila at we found a home, right? Motorsports.
So Ricky, nabanggit na ni Joms, no? Pero ang goal din ba natin is to somehow ipaalala sa mga Pinoy? Kasi sabi niya, sleeping giant eh, no? So, unang pumasok sa isip ko, bakit siya natulog? Bakit nawala? Kasi for a time, maingay nga ito eh, di ba? Here in the Philippines. Bakit parang medyo nag-lay low nga yung interest natin or yung awareness natin sa car racing and sige sir.
I grew up in a motorsports environment. My father and my grandfather were involved in motorsports. And even at a young age, I already saw and I have claimed that at least within the Southeast Asian region, the Philippines was prime in the 70s and in the 80s. We started to struggle in the 90s, and I believe we are still far from going back to our glory days. Especially now that I do races internationally in Europe, in Asia, in the Middle East. Nakita ko. And if I don't go, I don't need to go too far. At the moment, I'm proud to say that Thailand is prime, and I'm part of the development of Thailand. Now, thanks to the pandemic, I found myself planting myself back home.
Okay.
And I told myself, what better opportunity is it for me to try to bring back to the sport, bringing with me my knowledge and experience from outside. Kayang-kaya natin, kayang-kaya natin. I still continue to analyze kung ano yung intricacies and differences. I already identified it. I'm going to spare everybody from what it is, but we can do it now. Timely naman yung, I was in the Macau Grand Prix when he called me. I was running that race, I was very busy. But he sent me a message, I need to talk to you, I need to talk to you. So at night I called him. He was very excited. When are you coming home? Kasi I want to do this, I want to do this. I'm too perfect. Because I have my own ideas, but I need support. Hindi na ako lumaya. I'm from Paranaque. I live in Paranaque. Perfect combination. It was over a cup of coffee with a table napkin, writing down some ideas. So that's where it all started. Now, looking forward, I believe this is the start of the many programs and projects I, as part of the AAP, Automobile Association of the Philippines, would like to implement. Again, sharing what I've learned outside, I feel very confident. Kaya-kaya ng Pilipino yan. And with Okada, we're leaning on a very solid foundation.
Alright, let's go to Okada this time. Kayo ang bagong bahay daw na sinasabi ni Jomari, Sir Victor and Shadow. Ano bang klaseng tulong ang ipapaabot natin or assistance or help or bahay na sinasabi ni Jomari?
Okay. Yes. Primarily, siguro I'll backtrack a bit. That would provide some idea on how it led to this one. Part of the thrust of Okada Manila is actually to do collaborations. I guess you all know that a lot of the beauty pageants are here. So when you say beauty pageants, nandito na sa atin yung lahat from Miss World Philippines, Miss Earth, Miss Universe Philippines. So we're trying to expand also the collaborations beyond beauty pageants because we have to target and touch on different market segments in the industry. And one other potential market segment that caters to a bulk of our business interests is actually the sporting industry. Okay, so this is sporting industry, that's the main reason why we are looking at collaborations on things like this. And nagkataon na lumapit sa amin sina Councilor Yllana and everything. It was actually protracted discussion and everything kasi first time kami ding sabi nga lulusong sa ganitong klase ng engagement. But then again, at the end of the day, what's most important is that is it aligned with our strategy, diba? So as part of our strategy to expose ourselves into the equity of sports kasi majority din naman ng aming customers dito or guests and gamers are also the ones also catering to that kind of lifestyle. And that's why we had this opportunity to engage with Councilor Yllana in this particular event. Now, as to the question of what would be our role in providing a home, then obviously, dito natin ginagawa ang ating event right now, starting from our press con. And then, of course, all the major activities that it's about to happen, starting after the Ingles tomorrow and then all throughout until our awards night. So we became like a one-stop pit stop, one-stop pit stop, okay, for the race or for the event. Dito kami mula press con hanggang pagdating sa awarding ceremonies to show that Okada is here in terms of capitalizing on the opportunity to come up with this good and excellent collaborations in the sporting industry, particularly with this initiative of Councilor Jomari.
Thank you, Victor. Shadow Anto, may mag-racing ba sa paligid ng Okada?
Yes. Actually, in addition to what Victor has mentioned, of course, we would like to support the objective and advocacy of our good councilor, Jomari Yllana, to bring back the heydays, the glory of Philippine motoring. And aside from that, may I inform everyone that Okada Manila has been the chosen hotel of a lot of automotive accounts, corporations, like Mitsubishi, Nissan, Ducati, Vespa, and many more, Toyota. So we are actually their top of mind whenever they have product launches, whenever they have national conferences, and even year-end parties. So this is actually aligned with our brand, and like what we had mentioned, yung mga clients namin, both for gaming and non-gaming, are actually into this as well.
Okay.
So this is a perfect collaboration between Okada Manila and of course, Councilor Jomari Yllana and Sir Nickie.
So yun nga, mag-racing ba sa paligid ng Okada?
Yes, actually, if I may just, I have one slight correction.
Okay.
The name of the place is not the Gardens, it's Boardwalk.
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 Okay.
Yes, for everyone's information. So we're doing it at the Boardwalk.
Anong may
For the
expect ng
flag
mga
off
fans
tomorrow.
doon? Anong may expect sa flag off tomorrow?
I think Councilor can answer that for tomorrow's activities.
Yeah, maybe Ricky can help me out also. The event will start tomorrow, Wednesday. Scrutineering of Philippine Rally will be set up during the day. And then official flag off will be at 6 p.m. Doon sa mga medyo inabot yung panahon ng 70s and 80s, during that time na We flag off all the rally events in Green Hills area dati. So now we're doing it here. Flag off and tuloy-tuloy ang karera nila somewhere in Tarlac. And then babalik sila ng Sunday. So they'll be battling it out for days. Babalik sila ng Sunday, i-award natin silang lahat on Sunday, the winners. No? And then we have a break on Thursday. Friday, we have a group gathering in memory of Eduardo Del Rosario, founder ng Cavite Auto Racing Team. On Saturday, we have ESC, and we have a drifting exhibition. Whole day din yan. And then on Sunday, we have Philippine Autocross Championship competing. It will be in the boardwalk. Lahat naman ito sa boardwalk. Ang tao, ang spectator, at saka ang competition, hindi natin maisabay yan sa isang lugar. So all the events will be in boardwalk. Ang spectators natin will be in the view deck ng garden. So sa garden yan. So yun yung pagkaka...
They can watch from there, no?
They can watch. And then we also have a company that's very, very generous to us. Yan yung KGC and yung Global. They'll be providing snacks.
Okay.
Food for everyone. Admission is free. Wala tayong sisingilan niya. So pagpasok nila ang Okada, magpa-park lang sila. And then dun sila sa view deck.
Right.
They can enjoy everything there. So we're hoping for good weather.
Yeah.
Ako isa lang yung wish ko parang parang Fantasia. Na sana may sunset bukas. Napakaganda ng sunset ng Manila Bay. I can say it's the most beautiful sunset in the world. So kaya namin tiniming ng alas 6 to. Gusto namin ng sunset paglubog ng araw, flag off na.
Parang picture perfect, di ba?
Also, the full support of the local government of Parañaque, no? From the mayor, our mahal na mahal nating Mayor Eric Olivares, Congressman Edwin Olivares, Congressman Gastang Bunting, Vice Mayor Joan Villafuerte, and ang buong council supporting this event. We will all be here tomorrow to flag it off.
Alright. Okay, let's open the floor for questions. Sino gusto muna magtanong para sa ating panel? Ikaw na Don.
May mga celebrity pa.
Ayan, ikaw nagtanong mo na.
Ayan, hi Jomari. Jomari, may mga celebrity ba na kasali sa car racer?
Sa competitions, no, we have a few. We have a few celebrities still competing. I'm not sure lang if yung line-up natin with rally, Philippine Rally and Autocross. I'm sure there are a few. Although...
Like mga professional na car racer or may mga artista din kasi na car racers, are they?
Yes po. Yeah, we have a long list of competitors na coming from Showbiz, no? Kalat-kalat yung category until we see yung list ng naka-enlist doon sa competition. That's only the time that we can tell na pumasok sila at sasali sila. My eldest will compete, Andre, will compete in the autocross. Ricky's son also, Ricardo, will be competing in autocross. We have special awards to be given on Sunday sa awarding ng parang talagang nakaka-relate ako dun sa pinagdaanan namin lahat. Special awards will be given. Matteo Guttuccelli for everything that he was able to achieve and contribute sa motorsports ng Pilipinas. Malaki yun. Pero kadalasan, bulong lang, di ba? Napag-uusapan lang nung nakakaintindi. Before yung stardom ni Matteo, it was a big part. Other one is Michelle Bumgarner. Retired. Very high level. She reached IndyCar level. celebrity din, pero alam mo yan. Lastly, Congressman Richard Gomez will be given a special award also for lahat ng achievements nila, contribution. Goma was very, very big. My very first slalom, Reiki, remember? Na Nissan Slalom, Celebrity Slalom Cup, that was during the 90s, and of course, lahat ng racing events. And also, yung achievements niya as a champion, as a karter. Mateo and Goma were great champions. And ang daming kwento ni Goma pagdating doon sa, alala ko yun pagdating doon sa palibasa na Lucky Set. He was convincing me to, compete in karting. So hindi ko type yan. And he would tell stories like, when I competed in Hong Kong, I was battling it with Giancarlo Fisichella. F1 champion yun, ng Italiano. And karter pa lang sila. They were competing with each other, battling it out. And Goma, of course, retired from Motorsport, although with events tinuloy niya. But Giancarlo Fisichella went all the way up to F1 and became a champion. So, ang sa akin, we're looking at history, we're looking at the background. Kailangan natin tumingin sa pinanggalingan natin para marating yung pararoonan. So, we're giving away special awards for celebrities na malaki yung na-contribute in motorsport.
So mapapanood sila na mag-race din? Goma, Mate, or...
Hindi po. Hindi po sila.
Bigyan lang sila ng special.
Yes po.
Okay. Last na lang, tanong ko na rin yung Carnivale. Tinanong ko kanina, very colorful. Ikaw yung may idea nito. So, totoo ba na tribute dito para sa mga LGBT community?
Yeah. When we were thinking about the colors, inclined tayo dun sa LGBT. So, kami naman sa Motorsport, we're trying to gather everyone. Wala kami pinipili. We'll support everyone. Each category.
Racer din tayo na member ng LGBT.
Yes. We have Angie King.
Yes.
Competitive. Very, very competitive. He's making waves locally, abroad, international races, Ferrari Challenge, among others, making waves. Ano lang siya, he's in New York. Yeah. So, ano yan? Yung color natin, LGBT, we want all the colors, we're inviting everyone, we're supporting everyone. So, wala tayong pinipili na kulay dito.
Okay. Thank you very much and good luck sa everyone.
Thank you, Don. Inclusive. Ika nga, di ba? Tilea.
Hi, good afternoon. John, what prompted you to revive Motorsport Carnivale? Just this time, sabi mo more than 2 decades na or 3 decades ago na hindi ginagawa. Yes.
I believe na, post-pandemic, everyone's starting from zero. Everyone's starting from scratch. Ricky was mentioning kanina, it was a high level sa ibang bansa. Pero business, tourism, lahat naman nagsisimula tayo sa starting line ulit. So, in my thinking, pantay-pantay ito pag nag-umpisa. Diba? And, kumbaga, andun na kami sa point in our lives that we paid our dues. It's time to give back. So, ano siya? More than anything, it's more of parang charity work na to for the sport that we love. And ano siya, suporta lang sa sport na bago kami, habang kaya pa ng katawan namin, now's the time. Ayun yung panahon.
So will this be an annual event and will Okada support this annually also? Sorry for putting you on the spot.
I like that question.
Why not?
Next question. No. No, again, at the end of the day, what's the prevailing principle with us in Okada Manila is actually as long as it's aligned with the business. Okay, if it's aligned with the business, then the opportunity will always be there. Okay, I guess that's the best way to answer it. As long as it's aligned with the business objectives, like what I mentioned earlier, that we're trying to develop the equity association and the collaborations with various types of activities and industries. We experimented, again, like what I mentioned earlier, we experimented with the beauty pageant equity, and we own it. I mean, ownership in terms of equity and association. And we want to expand beyond that. And this is the sporting industry now that we're tapping into. So as long as it is aligned with our business objectives, you can expect that there will be collaborations moving forward.
Alright, so will this be an annual event, John? Annual event?
Yes. Annual. We're looking at doing this twice a year.
Wow.
Kami naman, ito yung first. Right after matapos yung awarding namin, upuan na namin yung next one. So expect more. Kasi maraming kategory ang motor racing. Nahihimay mo siya into different categories. Merong small, medium, and large. And then we look at also yung competition ng motorcycles. Ang backbone namin will definitely be road safety. Kami yung kami yung tunay na nakakaintindi ng road safety, public roads and all that. No? So ang advokasya pa rin is road safety. Kami yung nanggaling na doon na ang klaseng aksidente or maaaring maging aksidente yung pinagdadaanan namin. Yung standards namin for safety are very, very high, lalo na sa motorsport. And ito yung gusto namin ihatid sa lahat ng motorista na Pilipino na dito tayo maglaro sa mga event na yung proper venue, yung tamang organization. Huwag na tayo maglaro sa kalye. Huwag na tayo maglaro ng illegal. Doon tayo sa totoong professional na sanction na event. So, we're looking at this twice a year. Yan yung nakikita namin. And we'll try to do everything we can to give you yung motorsport entertainment na matagal na rin namin namimiss na gusto namin mapanood. Yeah.
Alright, thank you.
Thank you, Dilea. Before I give the microphone to Rose Garcia, Joms, Ricky, paano niyo mapapawi yung nervyos na, kunwari, once we launch this and then the interests sa sports na to, umangat na naman, paano niyo mapapawi yung nervyos o kaba ng mga tao na parang, baka mamaya anong mangyari sa'yo pag sumali ka sa car racing? Paano niyo hinahandle or minamanage yun? Kasi si Abby kanina, kinakabahan na ulit, Joms na yun.
It will take orientation, it will take people observing and realizing that motorsports events are, after all, safer activities than having to do yung magmatulin sa kalye.
Right.
There's a very big difference. Motorsports events have a safety plan. The racetrack itself has a safety plan. That would also include X number of ambulances depending on the size of the event on the race days. I would also add some recovery vehicles which will be part of the safety plan. But generally what I'm trying to say is when you have a proper event, a proper motorsports event, it is a lot safer than having to explore on the streets. Now, that's not going to prevent accidents. Accidents, incidents are always part and parcel of a motorsport event, but the big difference is the preparation behind it.
Right. I think any sport, no? Really, no? Any sport, accidents are sometimes unavoidable. But when there's safety measures around it, nagagawa ka, na-attendan ka.
That's very true. I no longer remember how many times I've crashed my car. I can tell you that I've thrown 2 cars.
Whoa!
But I walk away from each of these.
Wow!
He himself has his own experience as well. But
I have one.
One? Oh no!
It's the last turn of Batangas Racing Circuit. Ang tawag nila doon is the Jomari turn.
Why?
Yeah, it was in 1997, final race championship. Yeah, wreck. Total wreck. Although, ano na yan, they're built to be crashed. Our helmets, our gears are built to protect us. I agree with what Nickie's saying. In public roads, sa totoo lang, mas dangerous pa eh. Look at the statistics na kung gaano karami yung nasasaktan, nasasawi sa public roads. If you compare it with motorsport, sa motorsport kasi, syempre highlighted. Pero sa totoo lang, mas dangerous ang public roads. Totoo lang yan. But we have to work on it also.
If I may also add, in the 50s and in the 60s, being a race car driver was such a macho because it was very masculine. Kasama na dyan yung he never made it back home.
Right.
He perished. That was part of it. And it was normal. However, the FIA, International Athletic Federation, Worldwide Motorsport Governing Body, has slowly implemented these safety features because motorsports is going to stay. At hindi na pwede yung may casualty. It still happens. Very rarely nowadays, but it still happens. It's still very unfortunate. But the FIA and the AAP, which is under the FIA, is also very particular about safety aspects. It's an evolving, it's a continuous development towards addressing whatever risks that are still present and visible.
All right. Thank you, Ricky and Joms. Rose,